People love Mortal Kombat for a lot of different reasons. Some people love the fatalities and blood, some people love the gameplay, and some people like myself are here for the story and characters. All these things have been present in the past few Mortal Kombats, but something that seems to be absent in recent Mortal Kombat history is the mystery of it all. There are a lot of unsolved mysteries in Mortal Kombat, but not that much as of late. Today, we will be going over 5 unsolved mysteries in Mortal Kombat. These are the mysteries we have absolutely no answers to, and we have nothing to go off except for maybe one, and nothing has been confirmed by Ed Boon, NetherRealm, or anyone. Before you ask, yes, this was inspired by Brusque Poet. He was the guy who inspired me to start making Mortal Kombat content in the first place, and only 2 of these are taken from his videos because one is too obvious to not talk about when it comes to this subject, and the second one I really want to talk about because I think it is very, very interesting. And as well, to my 2 subscribers, I haven't uploaded for the last 3 weeks because of some real life issues that I'm not going to disclose, and school, of course, starting up again. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into it. Excuse me. The first one is, where are the missing characters from Mortal Kombat 11? This is the obvious one to talk about, and probably the most speculated one. The characters missing from Mortal Kombat 11 are Smoke, Striker, Rain, Reptile, Ermac, Takeda, Kenshi, Kung Jin, and Ferrator. According to this intro dialogue, Smoke is just hanging around in the NetherRealm.
The NetherRealm can have you.
It also has your friend, Smoke.
Do not speak of my friends.
Round 1, fight.
But please, take these intro dialogues with a grain of salt, since they are not always accurate, especially in Mortal Kombat 11. Rain is a DLC character in Mortal Kombat 11, obviously, but doesn't show up in the story mode. Striker is nowhere to be found. Ferrator, one of those, might actually be dead according to the Mortal Kombat X ending, but Sonica XD made a video about their disappearance along with Reptiles and Ermacs, which I will link in the description. As for Kung Jin, he is supposedly training with the Shaolin, but that also begs the question, where was he in Mortal Kombat 11's story mode, since the Shaolin appeared in it a lot? As for Takeda and Kenshi, I think their Mortal Kombat X ending actually could be canon and they free Taven from his sleep and went after Dagon. I think a good few of these characters are actually dead because during the Time Merger, Dark Raiden was wiped from history, and was to suggest the same couldn't be for Striker or Reptile, for example. But as of now, nothing has been confirmed, and so it remains a mystery. Number 2 is, what is Shao Kahn's race? Throughout the Mortal Kombat history, we never see a character quite like Shao Kahn. We know he isn't human because if you look under the helmet, yeah, that guy is definitely not from Earthrealm. We know a lot about Shao Kahn though. We know his rise to power after killing Onaga, we know how he maintained his empire for so long, but we don't even know really what he is. During the early development of Mortal Kombat 2 all the way back in 1993, Shao Kahn was supposed to be a Tarkatan like Baraka, but this was obviously scrapped. We do know that he is a god and gave up his title as Outworld's protector to become Emperor of Outworld, but this was retconned and he was made no longer a god in Mortal Kombat 11 by, of course, Dominic Giancholo. I personally hope we do not get an answer to this question actually, because I think it adds just a bit more character to the mighty Shao Kahn. The third one is, what was Shinnoks Plan? You might be wondering what I'm talking about, but please, bear with me. If you remember in Shinnok's Armageddon ending, it says how the Shinnok scene in the Armageddon intro and in Conquest mode isn't actually Shinnok but a clone he made, and the real Shinnok watched from the NetherRealm. But in the ending, the clone was the one to defeat Blaze and win the prize and become as powerful as the real Shinnok. I'll play the ending here.
Shinnok had anticipated the elimination of all the combatants present at the final battle. He sent his doppelganger to aid Dagon in defeating Blaze. But with Dagon's unexplained disappearance, the false Shinnok defeated the Fire Spawn. The power of Blaze breathed life into him, making him as powerful as the real fallen Elder God. Shinnok must now face himself if he is to rule supreme.
Also, in an intro dialogue in Mortal Kombat X, this is referenced to in a Shinnok mirror match.
You did not kill me at the pyramid. This time I will.
Round 1.
But again, please do not take intro dialogues completely seriously, because more often than not, they are false. One theory suggests that this ending is actually canon, and that Shinnok is the one sending Raiden the visions in Mortal Kombat 9. And it also explains how so much is already changed before Mortal Kombat 9, like how Sector and Cyrix are in the tournament, and that the Shinnok scene in the end of Mortal Kombat 9 is the real Shinnok from Mortal Kombat Armageddon. So what was Shinnok's plan? What do you guys think? Do you think it's canon? Let me know in the comments. But I don't think this will ever be revisited or answered because of how Mortal Kombat 11 went, unfortunately. We may never get an answer to this mystery. Number 4 is, who created Sento? Of course, Sento is the name of the sword that Kenshi wields. Before Kenshi found the sword and was blind, he saved an old man from being robbed, and this old man told Kenshi of a powerful sword that was kept in a well inside a tomb. When Kenshi went there, he was blinded after opening the well because it actually contained souls, which of course overwhelmed him, and was left to die in the tomb. But Sento guided Kenshi out of the tomb because Sento actually contains Kenshi's ancestors inside it. And the whole time, the old man was actually Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung!
In Kung Jin's Mortal Kombat X chapter, we see a picture of legendary Earthrealm warriors, such as the Great Kung Lao, a previous Sub-Zero, possibly the founder of the Lin Kuei, and possibly one of Johnny Cage's ancestors, and of course, Liu Kang and Kung Lao. But one of these warriors actually wields Sento, or at least seems to wield Sento. This could be one of Kenshi's ancestors who were eventually trapped in the sword by possibly Shang Tsung. We could see this character in Mortal Kombat 12 if it takes place in the Great Kung Lao era, but so far all we can do is theorize and speculate because we have absolutely no idea of who or what created Sento in the first place. And number 5 is, of course, Chameleon. The obvious one to mention when it comes to this is Chameleon. There is a lot we do not know about this character. You don't know what his story is, aside from a very, very small Armageddon bio, saying that he was around since Mortal Kombat 1 at the very least. And we don't even know his race. Some theories say he's Smoke, some even say he's Cole Young. And the most realistic one is that he's just one of Reptile's race, because we know the female Chameleon is a Saurian, we know that for a fact. Another theory suggests he is an experiment created by Shang Tsung in the Flesh Pits. I am seriously considering making a separate video about Chameleon, so look out for that in the future because I think this is very, very interesting. I do think eventually we have to have something added to his story, but I hope we don't, because I think it just adds one more mystery to the Mortal Kombat franchise. And so that's all I have for you guys today. Please like and subscribe, it helps me so much. It helps this channel way more than you would imagine. I am still working on the Midway timeline video, but that's going to be a while until that is released. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I will see you next time. Thank you.